So Zambia Land Alliance is a network of civil society organizations that promotes proper policies and laws and works with communities to come up with strategies or initiatives that can best work to secure rights to land of Zambians everywhere in the country, particularly those living in rural areas. As an organization, we found that a lot of community members are faced with insecurity. Most of these are small-scale farmers, but we find that they're not able to protect their rights to land. And in most instances, they're not even able to defend their rights to land because they don't know what is their responsibility, what is their rights concerning each parcel of land, whether they're living on state land or on customary land. So we go in to educate these communities and to work with these communities. The project that we're implementing with the support of CISA tries to now create opportunities for the communities to stand up and work on their ideas and initiatives to increase transparency and accountability in the whole land administration process. As we've seen in our visit to Nyimba, the whole process is community driven, and we just provide technical support and also support to ensure that what the communities are thinking of, what the traditional leadership is thinking of, can actually take place. Through the support of OSISA, we're also trying to see how whatever we're learning from the ground could actually be taken at a higher level and debated when we're discussing policy. How can we influence some of the lessons learned, the positives that we're getting to change policy in this country? There are a lot of challenges that we've met along the way in terms of the sort of documentation needed with regards to securing rights to land under customary tenure. But I think the sort of projects and initiatives we're working on are initiatives that can be adopted even in Zambia by traditional leaders, just to help understand how they're administering their own land, who they're giving their land to. And if the current traditional leaders are not there today, those who come in the future can be able to understand how land was administered, who was given land, the decisions that were made when giving particular parcels of land. So that in a nutshell explains some of the work that we are doing. You heard that we started in 2010 with a lot of sensitization. Mm-hmm. And 2015 last year was like the rollout whole project. And what's been happening is just as we go along, it's like it's a model that's being formulated. And what we're doing now is trying to document it and come up with guidelines that the chiefdom can adopt. This is the way customary land will be given. This is what will be done in this chiefdom concerning land use planning and things like that. So it's like work in progress. I think we told you that we're thinking of doing something like this in each of the chiefdoms we're working in. Mm-hmm. But our thinking is let's try and come up with something comprehensive here. Mm-hmm. Why we're thinking, let's see how it works. If you were here in Eastern Province, the other project is in Central Province in Chisamba, one of the chiefs. The other one is in Lufwanyama, where we were yesterday, and the other one is in Solwezi. All these are different people who speak different languages and ethnicities. So we're trying to say, okay, can such a model work in these other areas? What lessons can come from there in terms of acceptability by people, but maybe they can also contribute to the strengthening of such a system. So it's not written in concrete. So as we go along, the project actually reformulates itself. We're also not shy to get input from professionals out there, even from government. Government have been providing input into some of the work we're doing, so we're not shy to learn.